Greetings to another video. I'm trying to get you over this way because that way there is so much just stuff going on. I've got so many trips this month that there's just a lot of packing, a lot of faffing around going on. But today's video, why I quit drinking, because quite a few of you recently, I don't know why, you've asked me if I drink or not, and I think it's maybe because I don't necessarily share a lot of the stuff that I do like off the bike. You're like, does she drink? Does she like enjoy a glass of wine? Like, what do you drink? Yeah, I don't drink. I quit drinking all alcohol in 2014, the year I bought my bike, and I just thought I would share, I guess, like the little story of like why I did, the benefits that I've had from it. If you are potentially thinking about quitting drinking or just kind of lowering the amount of alcohol that you have. So I guess for me, the day that I quit was the day after my birthday. I was on Bondi Beach. I'd been traveling in Australia, and yeah, I'd booked a ski lesson, a surf lesson, and I was too hungover to do it. I tried, and then like, honestly, like being hungover, trying to surf, you've got the water like splashing you, you can barely like, get on the board, and it was a lot. And I was like, do you know what? I am done. I've wasted this opportunity to learn to surf because I'm hungover. And I was like, that's it. I just don't want any more booze. Up until that point, I'd always kind of drank, like at uni, at college. Like I'd always liked going out, having fun nights out, and I had some really fun nights out. But yeah, it was just at that point I was like, you know what? I think I just don't want to do it anymore. I think I've just had my share of being drunk and hungover. And it was never necessarily the drinking that I didn't like. It was always like the feeling the day after of like, oh, I just feel bad. Like I don't want to do anything. I just felt like I was wasting my life, to be honest. And it probably sounds a bit dramatic, but I just felt like I don't want to waste time. Like I want to do as much and like fit as much into my life as I possibly can. And I felt like alcohol at that time just didn't add to anything. It was actually taken away. And then a few months after that, I bought my first road bike. And honestly, I think they were just like perfectly aligned timing, because I felt like the fun and the excitement that I used to get from maybe drinking and going on nights out was just instantly replaced with the fun and the excitement and the freedom of riding a bike. Like unbelievable. Like I keep saying like, I'm sorry. I know there'll be people in the comments that comment about that, but it was unbelievable. And I felt as though like, why have I missed out on this for so long? And I guess that replaced the need or the want to be able to go out and I guess socialize. Like my socializing then became riding with people. And then my circle of friends changed into more of the more outdoorsy people, rather than my friends that were, that I'd known from just going out. And I think that helps as well. I think it is hard if you are thinking of reducing your alcohol, because it's such a social thing that it can be difficult. And I'm not saying like just change all your friends, but like you can like gravitate towards those friends that don't. So a lot of my friends don't drink. It's because we plan trips and we do other things. Like there's nothing, and again, like I want to just make this very clear. This is not like I'm not criticizing anyone that drinks. I used to drink a lot. I'm just saying that and I'll tell you some of the benefits that I've had since that. Obviously saved a lot of money. Obviously feel a lot better and a lot clearer and a lot sharper. And I guess for fitness on the bike, like I feel like that really was a huge part of that, because I was able to use that time that I would maybe be hungover to ride a bike, or to go and ride a mountain or ride a hill, or just get fresh air and improve my fitness. And I don't think that I would have improved as I did if I had continued drinking. I think I just went all in on like, I want to be the best cyclist I can be. And I want to explore, and I just want to have a kind of just a different kind of life. I felt like I had done all the drinking. I was like, you know what? It's fun having nights out. And I still had nights out. I just didn't drink, and I would just come home when everyone got a little bit leery. And I felt like sometimes with those, I guess, groups of friends, yeah, sometimes you can feel a little, or I did feel a little bit kind of not left out, but just because I wasn't getting drunk, it is a little bit different. But to be fair, when I used to drink anyway, I'd just fall asleep. So I'd get chucked out of clubs just for being asleep. Like I was always just one of those people that like enjoyed the dancing, enjoyed like the night out, like enjoyed like the fun of it, but I would just fall asleep very quickly. And I think that I then became just more, I actually just a lot happier, if I'm honest. And I think a lot of the times, like towards the end of that drinking, I wasn't necessarily really happy. And I think I just did it. I think a lot of us just get into that rut of that's just what people do. Whereas I think when I found cycling and like the cycling community, and when I started even like running and that side of it more, the outdoorsy people, I felt like I found my type of people, if that makes that sounds a bit cliche, but I felt like, these are my people. These are the people like at park run at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Like they seem like they're my kind of people because we're up, we're running, we're being active. And I think it just, that then gave me a lot more purpose and a lot more happiness and a lot more, because I felt like I was getting more into my days rather than like staying out until really late in the morning or early in the morning and then getting up really late. And I felt like I got my days back. And I don't know, I think everyone is different, and everyone, like, you might be someone that can, you know, go out and just have a few beers and that's fine. I felt like for me, I just didn't want to do it anymore. And I was just like, do you know what? And it was never a specific choice of like, that's it, I will never touch alcohol ever again. It was more like, I just don't find it's adding to my life, so I'm not going to do it anymore. And then like, you know, the weeks into months into years, and I never thought it would be like this long. Potentially, I might have one drink, maybe two. I mean, wild, I know. But Oasis are doing some gigs. And I was like the biggest Oasis fan. That was like all my like going out was like Oasis. Like I loved it. So I might just have one or two just to kind of nostalgia, I guess. But I'll never be someone that drinks a lot again, because I just felt like for the money, the time I wasted and how I felt, it just wasn't worth it. And I think that the outdoors and the fun of that just is just so much worth. It's worth so much more to me than a night out getting drunk, I guess. But that's just me. And again, not being judgmental if you do drink, but if you are thinking of maybe lowering it, like what I used to do is I would go out, and you don't have to have a bottle of water. You can just have like a soda water, because it doesn't necessarily look like, oh, why are you not drinking? Or if you've got like, you can have a Coke or something. So I guess that's the thing. And still go out. I would say still go out with your friends. You just don't have to get really drunk, or you don't have to do that. And I guess it can be harder if you're not drinking, because everyone's like, oh, because I got that as well. Like, oh, why are you not drinking? Just have one, just have two, just, you know, do that. So I'm trying to think any other tips if you are trying to lower your alcohol. I mean, you can get like the alcohol-free alternatives. There's one called Clean, which I think is quite good if you actually like the taste. What other things would I say if you are wanting to reduce the alcohol that you're drinking? There's lots of different alternatives, I guess. Or then I guess my biggest thing was having something the following day that I was really looking forward to. So it was almost like, okay, which would I rather do? If I'm, you know, want to go out and have a few drinks tonight, am I really going to want to go and do that thing tomorrow? And a lot of the times the thing I wanted to do tomorrow was like more exciting to me than the drinking. So maybe plan some things. But also you don't have to be as black and white as I am about it, as in like, I've just not drank. You can just lower it. And do you know what? See how you feel. Because I think that is also going to be the biggest factor in whether you lower the amount of intakes. I think that you will feel better. To me, I don't see any benefit of drinking really anymore, because I just love the riding and the feeling and the, like, there's no better feeling than being really fit and just doing a ride or doing a run and just feeling like I just feel good, like just on fresh air and nature. And maybe I sound a bit hippie, but do you know what? I don't care, because I'm happy and I love doing those things. Let me know your experiences. Do you drink? Are you teetotal? What are your thoughts on it? Because yeah, it's interesting to see like what the cycling community, like what your views on it are. So, all right, I want to go. I need to go and sort all this, because like I say, I am going to Mallorca on Wednesday. I'm back for like 2 days. Then I go to Paris-Roubaix. I'm back one night, and then I ride across the Canaries with Julia Elliott. So this next 2-3 weeks going to be hectic. So if I'm really sorry if there's not as many consistent videos, but I'll be posting stuff on Instagram at Katie Kookaburra with a 1 on. So just I'll keep you updated on there. But there will be videos coming. They might just be a little bit delayed because of just the hecticness that is my life at the minute with all the riding. I'm not complaining because I love it. I will see you all next video. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.